Hi guys, I wanted to share my findings and my experience regarding the backlight bleed and what I've done to completely remove it. I have the Asus PG279Q gaming monitor who has a bad reputation regarding backlight bleed, and basically the unit you can get out there will most likely have a severe amount of backlight bleed. The unit I got was not so bad. It had like a backlight bleed in 3 or 4 corners, and most of it was in the top right corner. As you can see now, you can only see the IPS glow, and you can tell it's the IPS glow because when you move it, the amount is increasing and decreasing, so backlight bleed is always present and always visible, regardless of your viewing angle. So what I've done, first I immediately ignore all aggressive approach, such as flexing the panel, inserting a credit card, unscrewing the panel and stuff like that. I tried to massage it a little bit and to slightly bend it a little bit, and that just increased the amount of backlight bleed. So I immediately stopped doing that and tried to examine the framework and the panel and to see what's going out there. So basically I figured out that the cause of this backlight bleed is that the frame is simply not perfect and it's not wrapping around the panel perfectly. So that's why it's squeezing it on some areas a bit more than the others, and therefore the light goes through the panel. So what you need to do is this. First, turn on your YouTube backlight bleed test. Then you need to find out where are the backlight bleed sources are. Imagine those like a flashlight. You have a light source, the brightest part, and a bit less bright part around it. So basically you have a light source and a lot of bright screen parts dispersed around it. Once you do find it, for example, my light source was just right there, so just put the frame in between your fingers, your thumb and your pointer fingers. So just pitch the screen frame and then start applying slight amount of pressure. When you start to squeeze, the backlight bleed will retract until it's completely gone. Then when you achieve that point where the backlight bleed section is as black as the normal part of the screen, you then hold that amount of pressure for a few seconds and then release, and then it will go back. You will be able to see the backlight bleed again, but if you repeat, it will just go. It will be like a little bit better each time you do that, and you can just repeat the process. You can see my monitor, it's pitch black. I can maybe see a little bit at the top, just next to the edge there, and that's it. And it's even visible with the camera, it's not visible with the naked eye. So my monitor is now fantastic, so I strongly advise you to try this and let me know what you've done. Thanks.